Welcome back to another video on building up our old Troopy and getting it ready to hit the tracks and tackle some awesome camp spots. In this video we install a Thorburns rear bar onto the back of the Troopy and get that tyre off the rear door. I also repacked the wheel bearings in the back and put on some new rotors in the back, the same as what I did on the front. We also tackle a few other tiny little jobs. I do the rear pinion seal, some shock pushers, and Natasha gets in and makes a whole new set of curtains for the Troopy. So hang around for this one, and after this video we'll be taking off and doing a trip up north and going to some really cool camping spots. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and come along for the ride. Thanks guys. Well, this is the new rear bar for the Troopy. It's a Thorburns rear bar and we bought it with a tyre swing away on one side and a jerry can on the other. So I didn't video today, but I've been pulling all the old bumper off the Troopy. That's been a bit of a mission. Some pretty tight bolts and that, and heaps of mud falling out. So yeah, but I've pretty much got all the back of the Troopy ready to go for the new bar, and I'm just doing the wiring now, and we'll slip this new bar on.
Why'd it turn off?
Yeah, g'day guys, today we're putting this rear bar on the Troopy. Nah, it's on. Sorry.
Just wrecking the whole video.
No.
What? What do you want me to do with that bit?
Bloopers.
Alright, Ryan's got to go. See that gap there?
Gotta go in there.
Yeah.
In there.
Yeah.
Or
No,
there.
there.
Oh, between that bit.
Yeah.
Oh.
How far out are you? Are you going on?
Yeah.
Yep, that'll do.
Sugars. It's hectic.
Yeah.
Alright, pull it off, eh?
Thanks, mate.
Nah, all good.
You can
You
piss
should,
off.
you should do the Russell Queen transition and do like two black guys shaking hands. Jump on it! I feel like it's gonna go that way more, eh, Dad?
Morning guys, we got that bar on last night, you would have seen. Pretty much left it at that then. Put a couple of bolts in loosely. I just have to put the brackets, like today I'm going to put the brackets on the front, line it all up, get it lined up, tighten it all up, do the wiring, just get it all wired up, and then I'll put the arms on. Last night I put the bearings, greased the bearings for the swing arms, put them in, and the seal in the bottom. There was a bit of mucking around there with the powder coating and stuff. But yeah, they're ready to go on, and try and get all that done today. The bar's all tightened up now. We're going to put the arms on. I'll do the electrical later. I just want to see what it looks like. Make sure when you put your spare wheel on, you align the writing of the tyre, if you can. This is why I don't have 35. Rookie error. Ryan. Oh, Tash. Anyone? Just hold the wheel. I just didn't get the nut set up. Rookie error.
Well, it should stay there, shouldn't it?
No, it won't. It's going to slip off that top one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I thought it would sit there too. Yeah, thank you. Thanks, mate. I owe ya. So for the accessory arm, I bought a double jerry can holder. And the shelf. Work out how all that goes together. I reckon if we put like this one on, so and we click that other one in.
Oh, it's just like it.
I reckon that's where it goes. Or it goes down another hole.
I don't know.
Go down a bit more. Work out.
All good where it is, it's level and everything?
I think so. It looks pretty level. What do you think? Have a look on the car. Like,
Yeah.
look at the bottom too. Like, look at that gap there.
Yeah.
Can you just hold that in, like so when I drill, yeah? So for some reason the holes don't line up, but they do now. So Thorburns addressed the issue in an email shortly after I'd installed the rebar already, stating that they had some problems with the manufacturing and it might not line up, which mine didn't. They did offer to replace the components that weren't correct, but I'd already re-drilled all the holes in the jerry can holder and the shelf and made it all fit how I wanted, so I'm happy just to leave it like that with a few extra holes. So as far as I'm aware, they've rectified this problem now, so you shouldn't have to be drilling any holes. It just should be a straight bolt together thing. Oh.
just doesn't line up, eh?
Really?
Yep.
By how much?
Look underneath. Because if you pull that out, you can't really push it in. So it's done something wrong. Wow. No, but what about the back one?
Can I just redraw them too?
How do you... Oh, you're going to be able to cut us income?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Bit of machine. Wow. But do you want to make sure it doesn't foul or anything first? Yeah. Stuff a little.
Yeah, g'day guys, we're out here today working on the troop carrier with the FTE engine.
We're out here packing up. We're just out here packing up, aren't we, mate? Hey?
Yeah, mate.
Packing up after the old boy.
I don't think old mate could have got any more spanners out.
He's just having his coffee. What's up? Where's...
I don't think old mate could have got so many more spanners out.
Make sure you sweep as well.
I didn't know you could speak with a mouthful of coffee.
Good apprentices sweep the workshop as well, mate. Get into it. There's a broom behind you.
Last time I checked, we're tradesmen. Tradie. Rip it.
Oh, I don't know where to put anything.
Look. On the floor. Step. Bin. Fill it up with all these rubbish. Well, kick your bolts again.
You right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, sip it. Oh, don't swallow. Arm spit.
I'm trying just to have a nice...
Remember, buy your merch, shaddonahue.com.
Well, got the shelf on and the jerry can holder. Couple of things weren't quite right there. I had to drill a few extra holes and stuff. Don't know what happened there, but anyhow, it's all on. Got one jerry can here that was in the garage, and I think Owen said he had another one, so yeah, I think we're just going to run 2 waters for now, because this car holds 180 litres of fuel, so I don't think we'll need a fuel one just yet. I have a wheel bag to go on, chuck that on in a minute. I still got to just tidy up the wiring and do the number plate, but yeah, it's starting to look pretty good. I'm going to change those mud flaps, make a bigger mud flap. It comes out wider there and come down. And I've got to work out this water tank, how to fill and stuff this water tank. But anyhow, I'll just do something temporary, because we're going to be heading away soon. Get some trips done in this thing. Alright guys, we just about got the rebar finished now. I've got the tail lights and the blinkers and everything wired up. I just haven't done those reverse lights yet, and I haven't mounted my reverse camera, but I'm gonna just leave those couple of little jobs for now, and I want to get the rear wheel bearings done. And so I'm going to jump in today and do the rear wheel bearings, get them done, and hopefully I'll have time left over and get some of those little jobs done. I bought some rubber. I want to make some new mud flaps for the back as well, and while I'm doing that today, Tash is going to jump in and make some new curtains for the Troopy, because we took the old ones down, and so she bought some material yesterday. We're going to make some new curtains for inside. Well, Tash is going to make the new curtains, and yeah, we'll get all that done, and hopefully over the next couple of days we're going to get a few jobs done on the Troopy, and then we can head away for a few days. So you can see I've put the drifter wheel bag on the back. Now this is a new wheel bag, well, new to me, but this one is the drifter one that can take the fire pit. So that's why I bought it. We can put the fire pit in here, It's really missed taking the fire pit the other time when we took the Troopy, because we used the fire pit to cook on really. So yeah, we've got the fire pit there, and then also on the we've got the double jerry can here. So we've got 40 litres of water on the back now, and we've got the shelf on the top. Not really sure what I'm going to put on the shelf yet. Let me know in the comments what you'd put up on the shelf, but I don't know, mate, depends on where we go. We can maybe throw the chainsaw on there, or whatever. I did find a little bag inside that it's the exact same size as that, so you can put some bits and bobs and pieces up there and strap it down, I suppose. Not sure. My initial idea was if we were going somewhere and I bought a bag of, like a servo bag of timber, I could put that up there and strap it on, but not 100% sure on the weight of that yet. I should probably look that up, but yeah. So today we'll get stuck into the rear wheel bearings. I won't show you too much of that because you've seen me do the front, you've seen me do the back on the 76, but yeah, I'll just knock those out, punch those out. I got new disc rotors for the back to match the same as the front. I got the terrain tamer ones again and some new pads. So, but I didn't get new wheel bearings for the back yet, so I'll pull it apart first and hopefully they're okay. Otherwise I'm going to have to source some new wheel bearings, but they're very popular wheel bearings, so like it'll be really easy to get them if I need them. So yeah, nice cold windy day here, so not nice to be outside. So let's punch out the back wheel bearings and get them done. I didn't have a tool for the back wheel bearings either, so I've made up my own hub tool. So we'll see how that goes. Cleaned up my hub and my bearings. I've got the hub nice and clean, and my bearings look good. They're ready to repack now. Before I repack them, just go to my box of bits. I've got some Troopy bits here, and I'm going to need a new rear seal. Yep, so I got a genuine Toyota one there. That rear seal goes in the back there. I'm going to need another rear one for the other side. I'll put that out while I'm here. And also going to need new axle seals. While I got it apart, just put new axle seals in, genuine Toyota. I'm not sure what they're worth. It'll be on my receipt somewhere, but it's worth doing if you're going to do the job. And of course, new gasket for the front where the axle goes on. Just double check with this one that it fits on now, because when I used the terrain tamer ones on the front, didn't quite fit that good. So 2 of those out. I'll just repack those bearings, put that seal in, and then I'll head out the front, clean that stub axle where it's going to go on, and then I will assemble it. I like to keep a few of those bits handy. Now I've used those axle seals, I'll probably head down to Toyota next time I'm in town, and I'll re-top up that, so I know I got them for next time if I'm going to do that. Got the same parts here for the 76 and also a spare bearing. To knock that seal in, you've seen me before, I got that old bearing and we'll just tap that in afterwards. Let's repack these bearings. Just a bit of fiddling around now. I'll put the back wheel on, get the bearing how I want, then I'll pull the wheel off and put the brake rotor on and the brake caliper. It's just how I do it. So that's 54 Newton meters, and then I try and find the closest hole to put the screws in to lock it. Take the wheel back off now, makes it easier. So these little screws locate through that locking hub into the washer behind and lock that nut in place. Just need to find the hole. Really got lucky there, I didn't have to move that at all. So I found that hole there, and then you know that that one's going to be right. So if I do move it, I go towards the slacker side generally. Just depends how far. Sometimes it's a bit of mucking around, but do not rush that, I suppose. Now it's time for the axle. Alright, just made sure that face there was clean. Also run an M8 tap through those jacking bolts so they're nice and clean for next time. And then we'll just put it in. said, I bought the terrain tamer rotors for the back and new pads. Handbrake shoes look okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on. .34 Newton meters. Done. Put the wheel on. Well, that's the rear wheel bearings all done. I didn't have to replace any in the back. I didn't show you this side. It was exactly the same as the other side. So, yep, all cleaned out, repacked, put new rotors on to match the front ones, and some new brake pads as well. So that's all 4 corners done now, wheel bearings and brakes. So yeah, I did notice when I was underneath, one of the shock bushes is a bit worn out. So that'll probably be my next job. Also got under there with the grease gun and done all the tail shafts and steering joints in the front, so everything's all greased up. So I'll just drop this off to Jaff now, and then we'll go and see how Natasha's going with the curtains. Alright, it's been a busy few days. I got a few jobs done on the Troopy, and Natasha has made some curtains. You happy with them, Tash?
Yeah, they're alright, they'll do.
So we just hung this wire thing around, and you just sewed a hem on it, wasn't it? It was just a Tash bought an old curtain, well not an old, it was on clearance from Spotlight, and you just cut it down, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have curtains across the front now and across the back. Before it only had ones on the side, and I kept catching them and tearing the screws out of the top. It was a different sort of setup, but this seems a lot better. And we've just bunched them up here with a like this from Bunnings. These were $2 to hold a power cord or something, and we just got a magnetic hook in there, and that just bunches it up, holds it in there. yeah, so Tash has been doing that. I've gone ahead and tidied up a few jobs on the rear bar. I've finally I mounted the reversing camera and the trailer plug. Wired up the reverse lights. That was a bit of a mission because to find the trigger switch for the reverse light, I went off the tail light, and to get inside that cavity with all the insulation and everything, it was hard to feed a wire down through there. It took me ages. It was pretty frustrating actually, but that's all done. Rear bar is fully done now. And what I've also done was I made up this had some steel in the shed, and I've made up this bit of tread plate, just rounded the edges off. I think it might be a bit of a shin stinger, but we'll see. It's going to just go on the tow bar and be a step here to get in and out. I sort of copied what I'd seen on some other Troopies, so yeah, but I had some steel in the shed and just made that up one night and painted it, so that's ready to go on. We're just tidying up the curtains, and I've got a couple of little jobs to do underneath. The other day I finished the wheel bearings and the brakes, and I did notice that the shock bushers were worn. So messaged the boys at APC, and they've ordered me in some new bushers, so pick them up. I can chuck the bushers in the bottom of the shocks, and also noticed that the pinion seal is slightly weeping. I bought another seal, but I don't know if I'll do it yet. I'm undecided. So I had to pull the tail shaft off to grease it, because I couldn't get to one of the grease nipples, and that's when I noticed the pinion seal was leaking, but it's only leaking on the inside in there. It's not even dripping on the it's not even dripping yet out of the onto the driveway or anything. So I don't know. I've drained the diff oil because this is the last oil to drain, this diff oil. So once I top this rear diff up with oil, that's all the oils have been changed in the car. And yeah, that's about it really. And then it's time to hit the bush, I reckon. Go for a camp in this thing. So just put that step on the tow bar there. So I suppose when we're not getting in and out, we can slide that Hayman and Reese out and just sit it under the car, because that is going to be a bit of a shins. I'm going to whack myself on that for sure. And that's our, well, we bought a new one. It's in there, but same as that. Another little job done. Got the shovel. We're carrying a shovel now, and I just put it on the back of that shelf on some whatever they're called. Also replaced the rubber on the clutch. The old one was pretty worn, just about worn through, so grabbed a new one from Toyota and put that on. No turning back now. I've got the old seal out, got a new genuine seal here. Turns out the oil filter removal tool for the 76 fits on there nicely. Should be able to just tap that in, and we'll put the flange back on. Do the nut up, and hopefully it comes up in place. Oh, that's not going to work because that's going to hit that. Oh. There's no room in here to swing a hammer. It's a bit tighter than normal. It's all done. Let's fill up that big boy with diff oil. Alright, the rear diff is full. I replaced the filler plug too. It wasn't, I got a new one. It's an M18 thread. I just picked it up from super cheap. They have them at Repco, you can buy them online. If those Toyota ones are a bit knackered, just replace them. It'll save you a lot of headaches in the long run. Alright, let's do these shock bushes now. Ooh, hit my finger. Save a bit of grease for the other side. Put all in there. That's better. Let's do the other side. Alright, that's the pinion seal done. Diff's filled back up with the oil, so all the oils have been done in this car. And I replaced those lower shock bushes that were a bit worn out, so it's got to pull the back wheels off now. When I put the new rotors on the other day, there was no little rubber cover for the where you adjust the handbrake. I don't know if that really makes much of a difference, but anyhow, I got some more rubber plugs to put in there. Just before I put these in the bin, these are the old shock bushes. I don't know if you can see, it's a little bit elongated. They're not too bad, actually, now I've taken them out, but how the hole's a bit elongated. Just give it a bit of play in there, I suppose, which I noticed the other day. But anyhow, for the price of what new bushes were, just changed them out before it gets any worse. Well guys, that's enough of working on the Troopy. Let's pack it up and hit the road and go and do some camping. Thanks for watching this one.